Hello, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pioneer Heroes program. Today we have another wonderful master with us who is going to share his journey of instill stage and how the work happened here in the United States. The master is none other than Sreekanth Aruru. Sreekanth Aruru lives in Orlando, Florida with his wife and two wonderful children. He has been a meditator practitioner from his early 20s, and he has been an active member in PSSM India, and he did a lot of services with along with the senior pyramid masters. And Srikanth Aruru, Srikanth Aruru shifted to United States of America and resided in Alaska in the initial stages, and then he started work. He started his spiritual work there, and he started connecting with many local masters to spread the knowledge, spread the same light with all other around them. So we welcome Srikanth Aruru, and we will listen more wonderful experiences from this great master. Welcome, Srikanth.
Thank you, Sheetan. Yeah, let's go into the meditation first, and once we come back, we can talk more.
Sure, Srikanth. Please guide, and I can play music.
So let's get into the meditation, masters. Just close your eyes, clasp your hands. Just be with your natural breathing rhythm. Just observe your natural inhaling and exhaling process for 30 minutes. Just witness your natural breath. For this 25 minutes, we are going to spend time with ourselves. Just be with your breath. Just witness your inhaling and exhaling process for 25 minutes. last 5 minutes. Just be with your breath. Slowly place your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds. Just come back to the external awareness and relax.
Thank you. Thank you, Shrikant, for the wonderful meditation. It was so energetic, at the same time so peaceful. Thank you so much. And we are looking forward to listen to your experiences. The stage is all yours.
Um, Thank you, Sheta. Hello, masters. I'm Sreekanth. I live in Florida, Orlando, and initially started my meditation journey in 2003, 2002, when I was a student, engineering student. Back then, one of my one of the PSSM master was a lecturer in our college, and he said that uh, this there's a temple in Nellore. That's where I have studied my engineering in Andhra Pradesh, where you can they're teaching meditation. It's good for students. Just go and try. It will be good for your studies, focus. So he was explaining all the benefits of meditation, because that was the first day of the semester and there were no much students. So he doesn't want to start a topic. So instead he started with a session on meditation. He made us sit into the meditation for 5 minutes, and he was explaining all the benefits of meditation. That's how I came to know about meditation, and I started. Me and my one of my friend started going there to that place, Sai Baba Temple, where the meditation is being taught. So when we used to go and we used to hear masters' experiences, we used to meditate, but it was not that regular. But eventually, right, when we started hearing the experiences of the masters, then we used to go regularly to the temple. Every week, they used to have one session. So we used to go every Sunday to the temple and sit into the meditation. Um, we used to meditate with other masters. They used to plan for full moon meditations. We used to stay with them for full moon, listen to the experiences and out by their experience. So we used to share a lot of experiences, and slowly, that inspiration started filling in to meditate regularly. Um, so they used to say, even talk about a lot of books, a lot of topics, and astral travels. So as a students, we used to be so much curious of all these topics, and we want to explore that too, how astral travel will be. But I never used to get any experiences at the time. When I sit, it's just the dark, and we used to meditate. Um but that did not kill my inspiration, but always, master's talks had inspired me and my meditation all the time. Um, so we used to go. First time I have met Patriji in 2003. That's when so everyone were discussing that Patriji is coming to Nellore, and he's going to have a big session, meetup in Nellore. So that's when, right, we always, right, it will be always excited to meet master for the first time, or any number of times, all the time, right, whenever master comes. So there was a great excitement in my heart to see the master for the first time. So I met him for the first time in 2003, and and so there was no much talk, but there were a lot of members. We just had a handshake with Patrisa. That itself was a great excitement, shaking with great masters like him. And and since then, right, wherever used to have meditation, right, locally they used to organize full moon meditation sessions or Shivaratri meditation sessions overnight. Still, we were students, but still we used to go and meditate with the masters there. And eventually, in 2004, I went to the first Dhyana Yajnam in Hyderabad. Um, but that Dhyana was done by two different master groups. Like one, all the stage has been organized, or run by stage show is run by the Hyderabad group, whereas all the background work is done by the Karnool group, masters group. So it was like a split. All the background work was done by the Karnool masters, where I met for the second time a Karnool master called Anjaneya Sharma sir. He's from Karnool, one of the masters, which inspired me a lot. And I started, working with him from 2004. I mean 2005, early 2005, where where their focus was right. There were many groups right working for Patrisar. So few have been focusing only to spread meditation in Andhra Pradesh. Few have been focused in spreading teaching meditation um, uh, in Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, all the various states, right? So when I met Anjaneya Sharma sir, right, we already associated with a lot of local masters. So Anjaneya Sharma sir, along we met in he came to Nellore once, and he said that to one of the families, right, hey, we have a lot of work to do in India as a part of spreading meditation. So why don't you guys, right? He was suggesting one of the families. Why don't you guys move to Maharashtra, where we have a lot of work to do, where we can, work as a team and teach meditation there. So I was, just by that word, right, that family felt a lot of excitement. They had two kids, she's a single mom, and she doesn't, thought for a second. She agreed for that mission, and where is Andhra Pradesh and where is Maharashtra? So she just moved to Maharashtra, Pune, and they started, establishing a couple of care centers and started teaching, going to the cities. Right, every weekend they used to go travel to different cities and started teaching meditation there in Maharashtra. So, uh, so they every weekend, right? I do see right split of teams, right? Within that same team, they used to split, and they used to one team used to travel to Nagpur, one team used to travel to Shirdi. Every weekend, almost every weekend, they used to have that trips, and it's a great. Whenever Patrisar used to come for Pune for 2 day workshops, we had a great time spending with Patrisar. Once the sessions are happened, those are the best times, right? We sit with Patrisar and spend talking with him and listening to him, all the experiences of all masters. So that was so much inspirational. So even even we moved to Pune, right? I used to have a lot of inspiration, right? From starting from 2005, early 2005, I used to have a lot of in mind to teach meditation, spread meditation. That inspiration was coming from me from inside to go around and teach meditation. Even in 2000, my engineering has completed in 2005 April, but early 2005 I started going to schools, take permissions in schools, we invite some senior master and ask them to teach meditation there, right? I used to arrange a lot of classes in schools, going around in schools. And even in my own college, right, myself and one of my student, one of my friend, we both went, and she boldly asked for permission in our engineering college with principal, and we had a session in our college also back then. Like that, right? Many schools I have visited, and I had one nice experience in one of the spots. Where we are trying to spread meditation in one of the villages. I have chosen one of the village, and I want to teach meditation there. Where we have printed some brochures. We went to every house of the village. We started explaining the benefits, uh, and said that there'll be a master coming on so and so date and to this school. So please join there for the meditation. So we started going around in the village, and we started um, giving the schedule for meditation. So when the date came, right, um, we have to arrange all the things, right, for the session. We need a mic, but there's no mic in the school. So I hardly had any money. So to arrange the mic, right, he was charging 150 rupees, and I was a student. I had hardly had any money just to travel back. Just to travel back to my spot, I had some money. So I was thinking, so one of the masters were there who came along with me. I asked him, "Hey, can you share some money? We need to arrange mic." We just had together, right, to arrange mic and to travel back to our homes. So he helped me to arrange mic, and we were able to you know pay off that for the mic, arranging that mic in that school for that meditation session. And that was one of the experiences back then, right? When you intend something, right, it'll happen even if you have money or not. Somewhere it is arranged all the time. So so we had a very great work in Pune, Maharashtra, where no one this team had worked very hard in Pune. So the team, right? They always had this idea, right? Few people always spread meditation or work for meditation. Few people will do their jobs and support this team. That's how the team had got splitted itself. So few people will work and support the other team who goes around and spread meditation. That's how they teamed up together to go around and to support each other and and teach meditation to every individual. So after 2007 was the Shirdi Dhyana Yajna. That's when, right, for 2 years they worked a lot. Uh, it's beyond the Andhra Pradesh, right? But still, imagine how much work need to be done to do a Shirdi to Dhyana Yagnam like thing in another state, right? Without there was a lot of effort, and even Patisar traveled many times just to accomplish that task and to teach meditation in Maharashtra. So once the 2007 part was done, right, the whole focus, I think Patrisar gave assignments to go around other states and establish the first, basements in other states, just to start, meditation in other states. Like, so many of the masters from the team, right? Um, I never used to hear from them, right? Certain tasks are impossible, right? That's how the team used to work. Always, if a task is given, it used to be, worked with very ease and effortlessly. So that's how they used to, work back then. Um, we used to travel in many places like as a split, right? There's Delhi, New Delhi, Jammu and Kashmir. We used to teach. They used to go and teach to military people. They used to go to Punjab and West Bengal, Assam. All those states they used to travel. Yearly at least 4 trips. They used to make all those states, and they used to. So today, right, lot of meditation happening in Punjab, Delhi. All that is because of the initial efforts that team has done today. I can say even the first care center in Delhi, right? Lot of uh, you know, and once, right. So um, the way this team always used to work, right? They used to do initial establishments. Initial establishments. Once that is established, right, they used to hand over all the things back to the local teams and come back and take up other tasks. That's how this team used to work. So, so that's how, right, the first care center in Delhi has come, and Punjab. There's a lot of teams working in Punjab today. Punjab is vast, and and I think, right, once Sastri sir family has come, I think that the whole Delhi has been handed over to Sastri sir's family and Sastri sir. and many masters there. Um, and so after that, we took Jagannath Gattu assignment. One of the our own group guides, he took the assignment of so where certain work has been done in Jagannath Gattu building pyramid. After that, it has been handed over to another team to take care of it. Uh, so in 2000, from 2013, the team started, slowly dissolving for many reasons. There's a lot of pressure, a lot of, for of all the work of tireless work, right? For many years, groups started, disintegrating. They could not take a lot of pressures. They want to focus on more of a personal and many reasons, right? Team completely dissolved. Team also, I can say, uh, a team, right, who like I've seen with my own eyes, where, right, um, a great work has been done effortlessly. That team started dissolving and disintegrating. Uh, within the same timeline, I have moved to US, where I've been with group of people where, right, they don't know even meditation. And the first year was very much challenging to me. Um, um, I had a little bit struggles, even with my meditation also, after once I moved. So in 2000, I believe in 2014, I think Patisar came to Indianapolis, where I met this local masters, Santi Madam and Lokesh Garu, where they were doing amazing things. They have established that meditation center. I was so much inspired. Okay, there's a lot of work being done in US also. So so in this process, I've been married and I had a so after my marriage, right, I was in Ohio at that time. Um, my wife was carrying, so I want to take her to yoga studio. Um, I was so I had dropped her to her class, yoga class, and I was exploring the shops there. That's when, right, there was a big crystal store uh, in the near the yoga studio. So the crystal store was on the first floor, whereas the yoga studio was in the second floor. I just went as soon as I entered in, right? My God, the energy was popping up like anything. I, was, I felt great energy. I mean, after a long time, as soon as I entered the crystal store, there was a lot of energy, and I was exploring all the crystals, and I was talking with the staff. And so the in that crystal store, right, every on weekly basis, the owner of the crystal store made a commitment to have weekly gatherings to have, to serve the community. So they used to have every week meditation sessions in that crystal shop. So I introduced myself and my spiritual journey to her, to the crystal store owner when I met her initially. And I used to go there regularly, used to meditate together. And once she has to, leave for another spot to take care of her mother. That's when, she asked me, "Hey, why don't you lead classes here on my absence?" So that's when I got first opportunity to teach local masters meditation. So I used to teach meditation whenever during her absence, and used to attend on a weekly basis, on daily basis. So I had to, I know my project has ended in Ohio. I had to move to Alaska, and so I just came with my kid, little one, and my wife to meet her and say them final bye to them. So she's a great master. You know, all her, her store has a very reasonable prices. Unlike many crystal stores, if you go, they're very expensive. But her crystal store, I always feel, right, is some reasonable, always, right. She sells with. She also shared the same experience with her. Whatever. she's selling is for the service only, and she's not into that commercial space. She holded my kid and she said that he's gonna be raised as a in multicultural, and she said that to expose to all the cultures, she said. And also she said that, since you guys are going to be Alaska, you're gonna stay for a while. It's not your place, so you're gonna come back. uh, and she gave me my first crystal. That's when, right, I got fascinated towards crystals. Ever since she gave it to me, right, that's when my crystal journeys even started. I can say that's she gave me a big crystal as a gift. And yeah, even today we chat now and then, um, just as through text. And I think I heard she's in Arizona today, in Sedona, so she's staying there. Um, so we moved to Alaska and we were trying to settle. That's when, right, I heard Patisar is coming. Patisar is coming in June, July, that time. Where, right, Master Lokesh from Indianapolis reached out to me, hey, Sar is coming, will you be able to arrange classes? I said yes. Um, so I think, right, he connected with Sreekanth Garu, and uh, yeah, we planned some sessions, but sir came and we were, um, so for me, arranging classes was not that effort at all. I was able to connect with the local masters there, where it is already established, and I arranged one session in my office where I was to at my client place, and rest of the sessions to the local. So uh, uh, so it gave, because of Patisas coming there, right? It gave me opportunity to connect with lot of local masters there, and there used to be a one meditation center there where they used to have weekly gatherings. They have very similar thing like how we do in PSSM. They gather weekly. They bring in one master for sharing, so the wisdom and knowledge. They used to meditate for few minutes, and they share experiences after that. They used to have a very similar thing. So I started, taking ever since, right, Patisar came, um, right, it created me an opportunity, right, to teach them, where I used to have weekly classes there, weekly one-day gatherings for the local masters. At the same time, we have they so they accepted full moon meditations. I said, hey, we used to do full moon meditations, shall we start doing full moon meditations, right? So every month, right, it doesn't matter it's a weekday or weekend, right, whenever the full moon falls on a specific day, right, we used to gather for at least, we used to have a potluck, um, and meditation, and then a half an hour break, again another round of meditation. So they used to stay till 10, and they used to meditate on a full moon days. So this best thing happened when Patisar visited Alaska. Still till today, right? They're still continuing that full moon meditations there. Yeah. So one of the lady, right? Her name is Dawn. She runs. She's a lead of that meditation center. She leads that meditation center, where, right. Um, she was she had a great experience, right, when Patisar came. She said that, right, how much energy Sar is carrying, does he carries everywhere this much energy? She was wondered by Patisar's energy, and um, um, she was so much excited, and she felt surprised, right, how much energy Sar is carrying, and she was asking me in person, right, so does Sar carries all the time this much energy to everywhere, right? Her questions were like this. So we used to have, 2-day gatherings because Alaska, it has 7 months of cold, unlike other places, maybe 5 to 6 months. But in coming to Alaska, it's like it starts in October and ends in May. And ends in, mid of May, something like that. So rest of the months are like you have to experience rest of the seasons within 5 months. So since and November, December, January are 3 dark months we have to survive. Severe cold at the same time severe darkness, right? We used to have 2-day workshops. We have planned 2-day workshops where we used to gather in one of the local person master's home. We used to have 2 full-day sessions. We used to spend the instruction was right. We have to spend in silence 2 days. Only master who is guiding will be giving instruction. If something has to be communicated, they have to communicate through papers. And we used to cook there, and we used to serve the masters. We used to have 2 hours of meditation, qigong, and little bit of yoga. Uh, the lady who hosted is a yoga teacher in her home. So she used to teach yoga. I used to teach qigong. I used to teach. We used to have meditation for 2 hours. And at the end of the second day, right, it was so much energetic, and the whole home was like vibrating like anything. Um, so she used to have in her home a big smoky quartz, which used to be like almost 150 to 200 pounds of smoky quartz. She said that, right, initially when she moved to that home, right, um, that area is a swamp area where the house is, not supposed to be constructed. And there was a lot of disturbance in the home, it seems. Ever since she went to the crystal stone owner, and she explained that her house is like that. So with the crystal owner intuition, right, she advised, a big quartz to be, you have this quartz, right? That's when she wants that, she took that smoky quartz. Ever since the smoky quartz came in, right, her house is, filled with a lot of vibration, and all the energy is so much settled. So she used to share with me all that experience, right? So yeah, it was a really a great. Alaska was a great experience. A lot of local masters. A lot of that's where I learned, how to connect with local masters there. Because you don't have many Indian masters there, and the only choice you have is to connect with local masters and local people. And in Alaska, like places, if you don't connect, right, you otherwise you have to enter to the depressive states of long, long darkness, right? So we have to establish and make sure you are connected with the people there. And uh, so in 2019, I had to come back to Florida back. Um, but in between, right, but I was in Alaska for 3 years, but Patisar only visited once. So, so in 2017 and 18, right, sir did not got a chance to visit because of a lot of programs within the lower states. So we are so much desperate now to meet Patricia. So I just want to thank Minneapolis Masters at that time, right? They hosted us, and we got a chance to stay with Patricia, spend more time with Patricia, right? At the same time, I believe the Chicago conference, Pyramid Conference, also happened, where that was the first time I met Sreekanth Garu and Sheetal saw first time Sheetal. Many US masters, Divya, uh, right? I was in Alaska, so all disconnected. Um, so back in when I was in Minneapolis, right, I was spending a lot of time with Patisar, and Patisar went to one of the classes, and we all came, and he was interacting after coming back home, right? We all having these interactions with local masters, and one of the local masters arguing with Patisar. hey, why can't we have meat, right? It gives us a lot of protein. And Patsa is saying, no, you have to be a vegetarian. So Patsa's style is very different when saying you have to be a vegetarian, right? So we had, and I was explaining to her why you should not eat meat to that master, local American master. And suddenly Tsar turned towards me, and he was talking to the master. You should be a vegetarian. He was strictly saying to her master, you should not eat meat, right? And he hit it in my heart, for give a strong punches in my heart for 6 to 8 times. Those very strongly he hit 6 to 8 times in my heart. It's definitely not on my physical body level. I could feel that. I was like, in that awe state for at least 20 to no, almost a minute. I was like stuck in that stage. He hit on my head. I don't know. Only Sar knows what he has done. Even today, till today, I don't know what he has done to me. But always, lot of gratitude to Master. Whatever he shared this many, all his lifetime, he has gave many masters. He created millions and millions of masters, and he has been inspiration to many masters. Um, right. So, and the last time we met again, right, in person, Patisar, was 2019 in Florida, where uh, they're also right with. Got a chance to meet with a lot of local masters, and right, lot of meditation. Uh, so that was, I believe, that was the last time in person we met. Though we have met in phone, talked in phone, right? So, so I always learn from master, right? So if you host sir, or if you at least, but sir eats in your home for at least one time, right? He remembers it forever. Forever. I've seen in many cases, right? So when in back in 2000, I believe, 2021, so I was in mono for many, mono all the time. Unless very necessary, right? He never used to talk. I believe that is in back in 2021, early Jan, I believe. He never used to talk. He used to be in silence all the time in 2021. So when Sai Kumar Reddy sir came, right, he was showing we had one. There was some spiritual gathering where, right, we set up both. So I had set up the pyramid there, and we were distributing meditation brochures and all to the crowd, whoever are coming in. So, but no, Sai sir called, and he wants to speak. He wants to show everything what we are doing, and he asked me to speak. So I was explaining to sir everything. Sir only talked one word. How is Valley? This is the only word. So So because she used to serve her all the food and all, right? So it always, the remembrance, right? Sir has, even if you host him for a one time or two times, right? He always remembers it forever, right? Always, right? Every minute you spend with him will be a great learning in terms of his dedicatedness. One or two classes will never be enough, to talk about him always, right?
Wonderful, wonderful, Shrikant. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing your amazing journey. Yeah, same thing, right? We have been meeting several times, but never had a chance to listen to your entire journey. And this minute you shared everything, how you started back then in 2003, and the deep desire to teach and spread meditation towards, towards all the uh, to all the people in your area, not only your area, but you did a lot of work in other rural areas as well. And it was really amazing experience that, not having money and going to the places and teaching meditation is not easy. But, your example showed that getting the mic for 150 rupees was like really, it's a miraculous experience. And Yeah, your journey is amazing, Shrikant, and you have done so much work, and not only in AP but other states, and then Pune, and then Alaska, and then Minneapolis, and then Orlando. You are such a wonderful master who just keep quiet, like you don't. When you are in the crowd, nobody will notice that you are there. But your tremendous work is really, really amazing, and we are very fortunate today to listen to all your experiences, Shrikant. Thank you so much. And
Thank you, Sita.
thank you. And we will open a stage for people to share. If anybody wants to share, please unmute yourself, friends, and you can share.
Yeah, morning, wonderful morning, Sreekanth garu. It's pleasure to see you again and hear from you. It's like you did a wonderful exploration, big exploration, I can say. Mm, it's like when we are hearing your journey, it's like, wow, amazing. Oh, cool, that's great. It's like we are getting, whenever you are sharing a experience, like we can't stay quiet, like, giving an expression. Yeah, it's really wonderful. Thank you. It's nice to, meet such a wonderful, hardworking masters, Like Sheetal said, they always stays quiet back and they do unexpected background work. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. It's all from Pati sir. We learned all these things, how to be. So much gratitude to that master who was with us.
Wonderful. Thank you, Anjali. Thank you for sharing. Anybody else, friends? Anybody wants to share a few words?
Thank you, Sreekanth Garu. This is Malleshwari from Iowa. It was like a part of it we heard from you when we met in Orlando. But it's like a big journey you opened, and each and every moment, like it's the same time we were also doing our undergrad. So we could have had like somewhere this got introduced to us, but I traveled with your journey. It's amazing. Thank you so much. And Valli and your son and your daughter were so amazing. You have a great family, and we love to meet your family again and again, all the soul family.
Yeah, thank you,
Thank you.
ma'am. We also want to meet you, all the amazing masters like you.
Yeah,
Oh my God, I can't imagine when Florida session happened, you guys travel all the way. The two driving, my God.
yes, sir.
It's an inspiration for many. You guys are.
Yeah. So when and where is possible, like we don't miss this opportunity to meet the soul family. So looking forward many more things in 2025.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Malishwari, for sharing your lovely experience. Anybody else, friends? By the way, Shrikant has very, very, very huge crystal in his home. He opened a meditation center there, and he has a beautiful pyramid with the, like, you will see that pyramid in the Marvel movies, like all the crystals and then the energy things and whatnot, right? So one must go and meditate under his pyramid. It is amazing. And then he does beautiful singing bowl, and we are going to have him in our one of the session to do the singing bowl too. And absolutely wonderful master. And this master is a master of, that spiritual scientist is the right word for Shrikant. He has done, I mean, when I was traveling with Shrikant in within the Orlando, back and forth to home and then beach, he shared tons of experiences that, oh my God, like this master is purely in the lab of spirituality, and then he's doing all sorts of experiments to expand his consciousness, right? To just to be in that awareness. It was really amazing. Shrikant, one day we will have you here to share all your experiences that you shared during the journey. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Shita.
Uh, we have Shrikant.
Yeah. Hi, hi.
Yeah,
Good morning,
nice meeting you.
Shrikant.
Mm.
Yeah, it is always so pleasure talking to you, listening to you. right? Yeah, as Sheetal was saying, if you want to see any new experiment, first thing you should ask is Sreekanth. Sreekanth, what is the new things you did? Yeah. So great, amazing work as always, Sreekanth, because the places like Alaska, you so nobody even go there, right? So in those places you have worked and you have spread this message, arranged SAR sessions is all not that easy. And thank you for the great work and the inspiration, Shrikant.
Yeah, thank you, Srikanth.
Wonderful. Thank you, Sreekanth. Anybody else, friends, wants to share? Yeah, if we do not have any sharings, we will close the session today and we will meet with another wonderful master. And Sreekanth, deep gratitude to you for your work, for your dedication, for your time, for your energy, for your everything to give this meditation to this entire world. And uh, we are forever grateful for all that you do. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Sheetal. I always inspired by all the masters like you. Lot of teams working tirelessly around the clock in US. That brings me a lot of inspiration for me. And I just want to thank you, everyone. And so much gratitude to Patrisa bringing us, introducing us to this, awakening us in this spiritual journey.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, Sreekanth. Thank you so much, friends. See you tomorrow again at the same time with another wonderful master. Thank you. Bye, everyone.